YouTube, what's going on? It's Bobby C back here with another custom handgun quick look, and today we're going to look at my 9mm Bob Marvel Full House Custom. This gun was built back in roughly 2012, right when Bob was kind of getting out of building full house custom guns, and I'll venture off to say that this is probably one of the last ones that I've seen in terms of Bob's work. So I'll just take you through it, and we'll kind of talk about like what it is, what makes it special to me, and what I like most about it. So the first thing is obviously the elegance and beauty of the gun. It's lights out. It's just one of those firearms that when you see it almost kind of takes your breath away. It's definitely a white glove type of firearm, but at the same time, I shoot everything, so I don't necessarily treat it like a white glove item. I do take care of it and baby this one, but at the same time, it definitely gets shot for good reason. It's an amazing shooter. So I guess what I will do is just kind of walk you through, like in all of my custom handgun quick look videos. So here we have a bull barrel with a custom plug. You can kind of see that rounded down bob nose. I talked a little bit about that in the Chuck Rogers video. So I'm not sure who kind of came or brought that to the table, but I've seen a couple of my favorite, custom handgun smiths pull that off and execute it in a really cool way. This one's a little different, obviously, than the Rogers one. That's a lot more exaggerated. But at the same time, this one has it, and it's great. We have some ball cuts up front. Going back, meeting the dust cover perfectly. We have a very, very, very light chamfer on the bottom of the slide. It's extremely light. And then, there is no French border on this. At the same time, you can see how perfect Bob got that line. Up top, we have a very, very narrow arrow pattern with a blended front sight. This is a prototype front sight that Bob Marvel came up with. Fiber optic, works great, and I love seeing the blended front sight on any handgun. We have an adjustable rear sight with checkered adjustable screw. This is Champion. I think Bob designed these for Ken Sight and Champion. Very, very nice. Fitment from slide to frame is match grade. It's just pretty much as tight as it gets. And then you have all of kind of Bob's signature controls. And one thing that is really cool, and it's kind of hard to see on the video, but right at the front of the slide stop, Bob kind of tapers that down and angles that down in an interesting way. I've not seen any other gunsmith do that, so I'll just call that specific to Marvel. Blending's great on this thing. We have checkering. This is, I think, 25 lines per inch. It's very, very nice. Bites in perfectly. 3-hole trigger. I did put some Agent 2 Nighthawk grips on here. I'm going to be changing those out. I need to find a set of Ambi Magwell Chalice grips for this. I think this one just deserves a set of smooth, gripped, beautiful presentation grade type wood. So that's going to be switched out here at some point. Smith & Alexander Magwell, that was era correct. So back in 2012, that's pretty much what you had. There were no Chen Magwells or any of that kind of stuff back then, I don't think, at least. If we go on to the other side, you just see a lot of that same stuff that we just talked about on the non-ejection port side. You'll see what I love is these enhanced cocking serrations. You got 4 serrations that make up one. There's 2 small ones, a thicker line down the middle, and then 2 more, which makes 1 serration. And then of course you got that Marvel custom gun star. Anytime I see that, I just get start going crazy and really, really wanting to get my hands on whatever it is that has that. You'll see a Barstow barrel with Bob's Maker's Mark acid etched in. Just a very cool little technique, or I should say little custom touch that you don't see on very many custom handguns these days. I don't want to bore you guys with too much else in regards to barrel fit or internal work, but this trigger is insanely light. It's like 3 pounds, And one of the reasons I don't shoot this gun very often is because of the trigger being so light. It makes it hard to readjust back to a little bit of a heavier trigger. So insanely crazy target match grade style trigger, but at the same time, you know, when I do shoot it, because of the trigger and the way it's set up and the barrel fit and just kind of the way the gun's built, I shoot this gun extremely accurately. So that's kind of it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, this one, gorgeous piece. Extremely fortunate and blessed to own it. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, because it's not often that you see something this elegant and exquisite. So until next time, guys, I'll catch you later. Thanks.